Dear Father.
Dear Dad.
Dear Paul, for years I thought about writing you this letter.
I finally got the courage to do it, Dad. I wish you were here so I could tell you in person. I guess this letter will have to do.
I don't know why I'm writing you right now. You know what? I do know why. It's because it's so hard to talk to you in person. I don't know how to be honest with you, Dad.
I took him to our favorite restaurant and asked him to be my partner forever. And he said yes. Dad, I was so nervous, but I've learned from you how to be courageous, even when it feels like the world has you backed into a corner.
I've looked at pictures, walked by our old house, and I still don't know why I'm writing you this letter. I haven't seen you since I was 2.
Last week, I got the biggest honor of my life. I was awarded A10 Player of the Year, but you missed it. I looked around that room a dozen times for you. I wondered what excuse you'll give me this time for missing something so important to me.
When I stopped to think, I could barely remember anything. The only memory I have is waiting with excitement to visit you on weekends. But most of the time, you never showed up.
I've been thinking, Dad. I've been thinking about all the other times you haven't been around. It made me question how much this award even meant to me. Everyone was cheering, Dad, but it didn't mean as much without you there.
Dad, I'm writing you this note to tell you thanks. Thanks for accepting me and for loving me and teaching me how to be a strong and courageous man.
How could you use your infant son, me, to have sex with all those women?
As I stood there at the podium, all I could think about was how much work I put into our relationship. How hard I'm always trying when it comes to you. I'm always trying to prove that I'm worthy of being your son.
You left your mark, you know that? It took me a long time to figure out why I used to be so angry. It was because of you not being there. Not teaching me how to be a man of responsibility. A man who expresses his love.
After I asked him to marry me, he told me something you've always told me. He told me he was lucky to know me, and how being in his life has made him a better person. I remember crying when you first told me that, Dad. And when he told me, I couldn't help but start crying again.
When the award ceremony was over, I kept checking my phone to see if there was a message from you, just so I knew that you had remembered me. Nothing. All I wanted was for you to be proud of me.
How could you just pick up and leave? What gives you the right to just come and go as you please?
I've grown up my whole life trying to be an image of you. I'm writing to tell you now, I want to create my own image.
Dad, I really just wanted to say thanks. Thanks for loving me, for accepting me, and for always reminding me that no matter who I was or who I loved, or whatever problem I was having, that you would always be there for me.
I needed a role model. I needed a father. How could you let my mother and other men take care of me, your child? How could you cheat on Mom and destroy what could have been a family?
Dad, you taught me the most valuable lesson that anyone has ever taught me. To just be happy being myself. I love you, Dad.
When I was little, I would do anything to make you happy. But do you even know what makes me happy? I just want you to return the favor.
Somehow, I always knew the answer to these questions. It hasn't been easy figuring out how to be a man, but doing it on my own, doing it my way, without you.
Truthfully,
In closing,
Love you so much.
your son.